Foxes fire 500 to dominate in Derby. Day 1 at the Incora County Ground was a good one for Leicestershire. 3 top-order 50s from Evans, Rhodes and Lewis Hill, who'd start the day at 86 not out, had put them in control with 282 on the board for the loss of just 3 wickets. And the day started in the same vein, Hill back to his work without much to worry about, and profiting quickly. A quick drop and go took him to his century off 143 balls, the landmark figure celebrated in style. That had taken the Foxes to the cusp of 300 runs, and they ticked that off soon after Hill's 100. And before long, he and Wright had taken the value of their partnership to 50 runs. The night watchman was proving he could do a job with the bats too. They were steaming their way through the second day, the score passed 300, and both men were looking in fantastic touch. They were 2 runs short of 350 when Derbyshire finally had reason to celebrate. Hill caught behind for 113, his fine innings finally at an end. And another for Derbyshire and Aitchison, Louis Kimber going the same way as Hill before him, but without troubling the scorers. Wright, though, had provided plenty for the scorers to do, and with his 8th 4, he went to a 50 off 106 balls. The session came to a close soon after, the score up to 363 for 5, Leicestershire's position getting stronger by the minute. With 50 to his name, Wright returned with renewed vigour and licence to take on the Derbyshire bowling, and he did so with gusto. Critchley sent soaring for 6. He and Swindles put on 50 for the 6th wicket, the bulk of the runs coming from Wright's blade. The pair steered their side past 400 soon after, but Derbyshire managed to haul them back. Wright out for a new career best of 87, stumped, looking to send Thompson back over his head. Swindles took over, having spent some time watching Wright's impressive innings, and he began to move towards a 50. Ben Mike took Leicestershire to 450 runs with a single off Dahl, but all eyes were on Swindles. Could he join so many of his colleagues and make it to his half-century? He reached the mark with a 2 off Critchley, another Foxes man cashing in on a wicket that had done little to help Derbyshire. There was time before tea for them to take the value of their partnership to 50 runs too. Mike and Swindles strolling in for a refreshment with the score 475 for 6. Mike would fall after the break, Critchley with an impressive caught and bowled. Barnes joined Swindles, and they took the score past 500 runs. The Leicestershire keeper was looking to add to his half-century, but in doing so, found a way to get out. Thompson sent high in the air, Critchley under it. Parkinson was out in similar fashion, a dash on for the Foxes with a view to having a go at Derbyshire before the close. And Barnes made it 4 after tea, another man looking to force the issue, taken by Aitchison off Thompson. The Foxes all out for a mammoth 528. Their order had fired from top to bottom, with 50s across the board, an exceptional 100 from Hill, and a new top score by Chris Wright. If their bowlers could follow in their footsteps, it may even have been enough for them not to return for a second innings. And the early indications suggested that might be the case. Wood, out for 18, caught behind off Wright. Deploy could do little better, caught behind for 4 off Davis. And Madsen too would go before the close, the extra bounce took him by surprise. Godalman and Critchley just had to survive to the close, and they managed that. With the innings still in its infancy, there's plenty of time for them to grab a foothold in the game, and Leicestershire had showed that there were runs on offer out there in the middle. Derbyshire will hope that's the case early on day 3.